Hi, I would like to talk to you about something that's on my mind. Still thinking about the Appalachia high school shooting in Georgia, where two students and two teachers lost their lives to a mass shooter. And just, I mean, I know there are probably people among students and teachers, and just they're just like asking, where was God in all this? I mean, why why didn't he prevent this school shooting from happening? And I know the atheists are going to say that God wasn't there because he doesn't exist, and I know that religious people are going to say God wasn't there because the government took God out of schools when they took school prayer out of schools. I mean, and I have to say both those viewpoints are wrong. I mean, I mean, God is always there. I mean, among us. I mean, He's watching over us. He's with people when they lose loved ones. The only thing the only thing we that is that the only problem is that we are not fully aware of His presence because we're like unbelievers, or just we just don't have enough faith to believe that God is there. I mean, I mean, there's this famous interaction between the two shooters at Combine High School back in 1999, and this young woman named Cassie Bernal. Just I know this has been popularized by Christians. Say, I mean, the students, the two students who were responsible for the shooting, asked the student if she was a Christian. She said yes, and then they shot her. It's like, of course, this is completely fictional. And this that there's, I mean, there's, there's a woman there's a girl student. They asked if she was a Christian. She said yes, and they basically left her alone, and they ended up shooting another woman. Just so God is always there. I mean, what whether we feel His presence or not. I mean, because God watches over all things. I mean, think about what it says in Psalm Psalm 1. Psalm 139, starting with verse 7. Whither shall I go from your spirit? Whither shall I flee from your presence? If I ascend up to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall your hand lead me, and your right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yea, the darkness hides not from you, but the night shines as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to you. And it's like, yeah, and of course, it goes on to say that you possess me where I reigns, you have covered me among mother's womb. I'll praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and my soul knows right well. My substance is not hid from you when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Your eyes did see my substance, being yet unperfected. In your book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. I mean, even when we can't hide God. He is like always there, always watching, and he's there knitting us together, and fashioning our parts, and making sure that we're ready to be born. When in 9 months and in months when we're up. And it's like, oh, yeah. Anyway, getting back to discussion, Jesus was met with that question when Lazarus, a friend of his, died, and Mary and Martha were mourning, and he said, when start reading John chapter 11, starting with verse 17. Then when Jesus came, he found that Lazarus, had lain in the grave 4 days already. Now Bethany was nigh unto Jerusalem, about 15 furlongs off, and many of the Jews came to Martha and Mary to comfort them concerning their brother. Then Martha, as soon as she heard that Jesus was coming, went and met him, but Mary sat still in the house. And then said Martha unto Jesus, Lord, if you had been there, my brother would not have died. But now I know that whatever you ask of God, God will give it to you. And Jesus says unto her, your brother shall rise again. And Martha says unto him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection of the last day. And Jesus said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believes in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever lives and believes in me shall never die. Do you believe this? And she says unto him, Yea, Lord, I believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, which should come into the world. And as soon as when she had so said, she went her way and called Mary, her sister, secretly, saying, the Master's company calls for you. And as soon as she had heard that, she arose quickly and came unto him. Now Jesus was not yet come into town, but was in that place where Martha met him. And then the Jews which were with her in the house, and comforted her when they saw Mary, that she rose up hastily and went out, followed her, and saying, she goes unto the grave to weep there. And then when Mary was come where Jesus was, and saw him, she fell down at his feet, and saying unto him, Lord, if you had been there, my brother would not have died. When Jesus therefore saw her weeping, and the Jews also weeping which came with her, he groaned in the spirit and was troubled, and he said, where have you laid him? And he said, come, Lord, come and see. And Jesus wept. And then said the Jews, behold how he left him. And some of them said, could not this man, which opened the eyes of the blind, have caused that even this man should not have died? Yes, even Mary and Martha were like, where was Jesus when our brother had died? And he's like, and of course Jesus was in our city, and he was taking care of things over there, and of course Lazarus ended up dying when he's over there, and Jesus said to his disciples that Lazarus was dead, and I was glad I was not there, that you may believe when you see the things that are going to happen, because Jesus was going to raise Lazarus from the dead, and he was going to prove himself that he can raise people from the dead. And he goes to the grave, tells Martha to roll away the stone. And he prays to the Father, and he says, Lazarus, come forth! And Lazarus comes forth, being bound with grave clothes, and having that napkin wrapped around his head, and he said, say, loose him and let him go. And there were believers that believed that day, and so God is always there watching over us. I mean, we just got to believe that he is there, he is with us, he is among us, and he sees every tear that we shed for our loved ones, and we just need to believe. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to share with you in this video. So have a good day, and may God bless you.